Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking. My name is Jana. Today's tutorial I'll be showing how to sew these shorts. I've already done the cutting part, which is the part 1 of this video. I'm going to leave a link in the comment section and then the description box below. Check it out and watch the part 1, how to cut this, before you come back here to watch how to sew it. Stay tuned and let's get straight to this tutorial. Okay guys, so this is the front part of the shirt. I want you to knit both the front and the back parts before we continue with the sewing. So this is it. This is the flaps that we are going to be using for it. So one of the flap is going to be used. This is going to be for the zipper. It's going to be placed at my right hand side with a zipper, and then the other one is going to be used to place at the left hand side. So this is it. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So now, like I said, it's been placed on the right side. So I'm taking the rectangular part of the flap, this one, and then this is our zipper. Turn the zipper to the wrong side of it, like this, and then place it first on the right hand side of the front part of the short, and then go ahead and place the folded or the rectangular part of the flap on it, and then go down from the flap, measure 6.5 inches like this, 6.5 inches, and then stitch it down with ½ inch, stopping at where the 6.5 inches is being marked. Do same for the curved flap as well. This side of it, place it, the curved part of it, place it on the the left side of the front part of the shirt like this, and then go down 6.5 inches like this. Go down 6.5 inches, and then we are going to stitch that one to it ½ of an inch, same as that of the right hand side. Stop at where the 6.5 inches is. Don't curve anywhere. Okay, so this is how we are going to stitch it. This is how we are going to stitch it. Like I said, you stop at where you mark the 6.5 inches, and then you double stitch it. So go ahead and then bring out the other side of your shirt and then stitch it, starting from where the 6.5 inches starts. Make sure you double stitch it before you stitch along. So this is the curved part of the flap that we are stitching on the left hand side or the left side of the front part of the shirt. Alright guys, so this is it after we took it to the same machine to stitch it down. Now I'm going to go ahead and then give this a little notch at where the 6.5 inches stopped. Do same for the other side, which has the zipper as well. Alright, now that you have done this, take your iron and then just flat iron the flap side of it. Just turn the zipper and then the flap together and then flat iron it. Make sure that where you notch, you open it up, and then do same for the other side as well. After flat ironing the right side of it, turn the flap inside like this. Turn it inside like this. Make sure the notch area is being opened up, and then put it down again and flat iron it this way. Now after you have done, bring the other part of it, which has the zipper, place it like this, and then place the left side of the front part of the shirt on it like this. Then go ahead to pin it down. Go ahead to pin it down. Make sure you don't pin the right hand side, the right side flap. I hope I'm making sense. Make sure when you're pinning, pin it to the zipper, but exclude the rectangular flap that we have on the right side of the shirt. So after pinning, go ahead and turn it this way. Turn it to the wrong side. Like I said, make sure you don't pin that of the rectangular flap. Separate it from the zipper and then take it to sewing machine to stitch down the zipper to that of the curved flap that we have. Stitch the zipper down onto the left hand side flap that we have. So that's what I'm doing right now. So guys, this is how it came out after stitching the zipper to that of the curved flap like this. Now place both sides together like this and then place it down. Now you're going to take it to the sewing machine and then you're going to stitch the bottom with 1/2 of an inch like this. You're going to stitch the bottom with 1/2 of an inch like this, or you can do it 1 centimeter. That's all. So this is done after taking it to sewing machine to stitch down the bottom or the curved part of the front part of the shirt. Now open up the seam and then flat iron it. Open up the seam and then flat iron it like this. Okay, next step. After you have done this, we are going to stitch down the flap design, the design on the front part of the shirt or the trouser that you see like this, the shape that we have like this. Now I'm taking my chalk and then I'm going to mark how wide you want it to be. So I'm just using 1¼ you can use 1.1 depending on what you want, how wide you want it to be. So I'm using 1¼ like this. Now straight it up and then when you're about to reach the end of where the zipper is, just make sure to curve it this way. Curve it this way. So it looks like a knife. It looks like a knife. So this is the flap that we have. Make sure that you separate that of the rectangular flap that we have. You can just pin it down to make sure you don't stitch it along. Pin it down to be at the safer side. And then we are taking it to sewing machine to stitch down the first design that we have there. The knife-like flap design that we have at the front part of our trousers and then the shorts that we know. So this is how I'm going to stitch it down. So guys, this is how it came out after we took it to the sewing machine to stitch it down. So now that you are done with this flap, you can take out the pin and then just fold the edge of the rectangular flap that we have on the curved part of the flap, just to double stitch it so that when you open up your zip, it doesn't fly away. I hope you understand what I mean. So just double stitch it like this. So that's all. Now go ahead and then fold both sides together like this on the wrong side. Together like this on the wrong side. And then from the side, come in 2 inches. On the side at the waistline, come in 2 inches like this. And then go down 7 inches. Go down 7 inches. Now, when you measure from the top, you realize that you are supposed to have 7.5 inches. So this is how long or how wide I want the packet to be. This works for me all the time. Going in 2 inches and then going down 6.5 or 7 inches works for me all the time. So this is the packet as well. This is the packet with a length, the weight of 6.5 inches and then the length of 12 inches. This is optional. The weight you can make it 6 or the 6.5, and then the length you can go up to 14 inches depending on how long you want your packet to be. So, or how small you want it to be. You can go more or less. Guys, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button. Like this video, share this video, leave a comment if you enjoyed watching the tutorial or you didn't understand any part of the tutorial, and I'm going to attend to you. Now make sure you place the packet, the right side of the packet on each other like this. Let the right side of the packet face each other like this. And then place it down like this. The packet, you can make it any shape that you want. You can make it square or round, just as I've done. Now place your front part of the shirt on it like this, and then cut together the packet that you marked. Cut together with the packet that you marked. I hope I'm making sense. So this is it. This is what I mean. So put the packet aside and then open up the front part of the shirt. Get your stiffener. You can use a medium stiffener or a hard stiffener. So I'm going to use a medium one. That's what I have available. It works as well. So it's okay to use that as well. So I just got about 1 inch width of it, and then the length according to that of the slanted packet that we have. I'm going to stiff it on both the right side of the packet and then the left side of the packet, and then flat iron it. Make sure the gum side of the stiffener is facing the wrong side of the fabric of that of the packet, and then flat iron it to stick it to that of the packet. Go ahead and then trim off the excess of the stiffener after you've applied it. Alright, so now that you are done, turn it to the right side of the shirt, and then make sure that you place the packet on the shirt. Make sure the right side of the packet is facing the right side of the um the shirt, and pin it down. Now guys, after you're done, you're going to take it to the same machine to stitch it down with 1/2 inch. You're going to do the same for the other side as well. Place it, make sure the right side of it is facing that of the shirt, and then pin it down and take it to the same machine to stitch it down with 1/2 inch all the way down straight like this. Okay, so this is how it turned out after taking it to the same machine to stitch it down. Now this is how it looks like. Now take your scissors and then notch the down part of where you stopped the stitch. That is the 7 inches length of the pocket on the shirt. So just notch the down part of it like this. This helps you to open it up like this and then turn it to the wrong side of it. So just flat iron it like this and then turn it to the wrong side like this. Fold it like this and then flat iron it again. Flat iron it again. Make sure you do the same for the other side as well. Okay, now the next step to do is to top stitch this with half of an inch, like what I'm going to mark like this. Top stitch this with half of an inch on both the pocket and then that of the shirt. So top stitch this together with a pocket. So this is what I mean. That's what I meant. So that's it. Okay, so after you have done this, the next step or the next thing to do is fold the pocket together like this. Fold the pocket together like this and then stitch it around up to where the curve ends like this. Do same for the other side as well. Stitch it down. Okay guys, so this is how it turned out after I took it to the same machine to stitch both sides or the both sides of the pocket. So this is how it came out. Now that you are done, just flat iron it and then you're going to stitch the top side of the pocket together with the waistline as well. So this is it. Just follow the steps and you'll be able to make this. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please, I'm begging you right now, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button, leave a comment. Let's get interactive in the comment section, and then click on the share button. I'm waiting. Click on the share button and share this video to your friends and family or any service that you know, and let's build this family together. So I'm going to go ahead and then pin the front part or the waistline together with the pocket, and then I'm going to top stitch that as well to join it together. I hope you understand. So this is what I meant, just join the pocket to that of the waistline. So that is done. Take out your pins and then flat iron it. So we're about to be done with that of the front part of the shirt. Okay guys, so we are done with the front part of the shirt. This is yes, this is it for the front part of the shirt. We are going to work on the back part of the shirt. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and enjoy this tutorial. Okay, so this is the front part of it. Like I said, if you haven't watched the tutorial, the cutting part, go to the comment section and then do that before you come back here. Now from the side, I'm going to go in 5 inches. This is going to be for our dart. And then I'm going down 4 inches like this and straight up the line like this. This is the waist dart at the back part of the shirt. After that, I'm going to mark ½ inch on both sides of the line that I marked and then connect it to the 4 inches that we have at the down there to get our dart. I'll do it for the other side as well. I'll do it for the other side of the back part of the shirt as well. Come in 5 inches from the side, go down 4 inches like this, extend the line together and then mark ½ inch on both sides of the line and connect it to that of the 4 inches line that we have. Now guys, after you have done, fold up the darts like this and then make sure you flat iron it before you take it to the same machine to stitch down the darts. Fold it up like this with the line in the middle. Fold it up like this and then stitch it down. Okay, now that you're fully taking it to sewing machine to stitch down the dart. So guys, this is it after stitching down the dart. Now make sure that you flat iron and make sure the left side of the dart is being ironed to the left side, and then the right side of the dart is also being ironed to that of the right side of the shirt. So this is what I mean. Okay guys, so after you have done, put them together like this and then place it down like this. Put them together and place them flat like this. Now we are going to divide our waist measurement by 4. Divide the waist measurement by 4. Well, I'm using a waist of 31 inches. So that divided by 4, you add 1 inch seam allowance to weight, and then you mark it from the side seam. You mark it like this. So I had 8 3/4. That is including that of the seam allowance, 8 3/4. And then connect it to the bottom, or the curved bottom of the shirt. So mark your 8 3/4 that we have and connect it this way. Now make sure when you're going down, you reduce your measurement, getting to 1/2 inch like this. So this is how you're going to stitch this down. Okay, so we took it to the same machine to stitch down that of the curved side that we just marked. So that's been done. Open up the seam and flat iron it. Watch this video carefully and you're able to sew this. If you've been able to make this, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you enjoy this, or you can send me a picture on Instagram at Anala_curations, and then I'll post it for you. I'll repost it for you. So that's it. That's the back part. You can see the back part is quite simple. So go ahead and bring out that of the front parts of the shirt, and make sure you place them together like this, with the down parts or the down seam matching like this, and make sure the right side of the shirt, the back and the front part are facing each other, and then pin it down this way. We are then taking it to the sewing machine to stitch it down with 3/4 inch. Ignore the shortness of the front part of the shirt on the right side of it. Take it to the sewing machine to stitch it down with 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch. Okay, so that is being done. We join the down part of the shirt, of the front and then the back part of the shirt. So just open up the seam like I say always, and then flat iron it. Remember to take out your pin, the pin that you used to join the down part of the shirt. Open up the seam and then flat iron it. Okay, now let's go to the sides of the shirt. We're about to finish. This is very simple. Just follow the steps, you'll be able to make it. So measure from one side of your shirt or your waistline to the other. Then divide your waist measurement by 2. So like I said, I had 15 and a half. So the remainder is 2 inches. So share that 2 inches for the size. Meaning you're going to stitch the sides of the shirt with 1 inch like this. Stitch down the sides of your shirt with 1 inch. Like I said, the back part of the shirt is always bigger than that of the front part. So don't worry when it looks this way. Just make sure you place them together. Make sure they are equal before you stitch it. So that is being done. That is being done. Just open up the seam and then flat iron it after you took it to the sewing machine to stitch it down. You stitch both sides with 1 inch and then open up the seam and then flat iron it. Okay guys, so now that you're done with the ironing, just turn it to the right side of the shirt. Turn it to the right side of the shirt. Okay guys, so this is how it turned out at this point. If you haven't liked the video yet, please just click on the like button. Click on the like button. If you haven't yet subscribed, just subscribe. Share this video. Let's get interactive in the comment section if you enjoyed watching this tutorial or you didn't understand anything in the steps that we did. So that's that. After you are done, flatten your knit, and then we are going to get to that of our belt hooks, which is also simple, very simple. So put this aside and then let's concentrate on the sorry, let's concentrate on the belt hooks. So I brought out the fabric and then folded 1 inch like this. I folded 1 inch like this, and then you can cut as long as 20 inches. So like I said, I folded 1 inch like this on the wrong side. Then I'm going to cut that out. So that's what you are going to use for the belt hooks. Making it is very simple, like I said. So guys, like I said, I'm not going to take it to the same machine to stitch it down with 1/2 of an inch all the way down. So that is done. I'm going to trim off the excess of the fabric on the side and then turn it to the right side of the fabric. Okay guys, so now just open up the seam line and then flat iron it. Make sure the seam line is in the center of it and then flat iron it. So after you're done with this, you can just make a design on it by double stitching on it. Just stitch the sides of it. That's all. So this is how it came out. It's optional. You can just use it just as it is. So now the length of the belt hook is 3 inches. I'm using 3 inches. This works all the time for for adults. Let me say this. All right, now like I said, the length is 3 inches. So you are going to be needing 6 pieces of this. You are going to be needing 6 pieces of this. Okay, now you're going to be placing the belt hooks on the shorts. So stay tuned. Now from the center of the shorts, which is the front part of the shorts, I'm going to place my belt hooks. Before then, I'm going to show you how I mark. I marked 3.5 inches from the center like this, from the center 3.5 inches, and then place the belt hook on it and pin it down like this. I'm going to do same for the other side as well. From the center, mark 3.5 inches like this, and then place the belt hook on it, pin it like this. Okay, so we are using 2 for the front and then 4 for the back. Now the center back like this. From the center back, mark 1 inch on both sides. Mark 1 inch on both sides and then place your belt hook on it like this. Mark 1 inch or measure 1 inch from the center back on both sides and place your belt hook on it. Okay, like I said, we are using 4 for it. Now at the very edge of it, mark 1 inch or 1.25 and then place your belt hook. Make sure the seam line side is being placed on it like this. Make sure the flat or the knit side of the hook faces the right side of the short, and then the seam line is facing upward like this. I hope you understand this, and pin it down. After you have done this, you are taking it to the sewing machine to top stitch this. Top stitch all the hooks on it. Okay, so that's it. This is how it came out. Take out your pins, and then we are going to be attaching that of our waistband to it. So the weight of the waistband is 2 inches. The weight of the waistband is 2 inches, and the length is your waist measurement plus at least 6 inches due to the extra flaps that we have over there. So just add more, at least 6 inches to your waist measurement. So that's what I cut for my waistband. Now I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch like this and then flat iron it. I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch like this and flat iron. If you've watched that of the cutting part, you understand why we are using 2 inches for the waistband. I told you the length is 1.5 inches for the waistband. So we went ahead to cut 2 inches. Folding in 1/2 inch will make the band to be 1.5 inches wide. Okay. Now, after you have done this, I'm going to apply my stiffener. Like I said, I'm using medium. If you have a hard one, use the hard stiffener as well. So flat iron the stiffener on the waistband. As I always say, make sure the gum side of the stiffener faces that of the wrong side of the fabric that you are stiffening. Okay. Now trim off the excess of the stiffener after you've applied it on it. Trim off the excess of the stiffener after you've applied it on your fabric, just as I'm doing. Do this carefully and then gently, else you might end up cutting through your waistband. Now, after you've trimmed off the excess of the waistband, we are going to attach this to that of our short. So bring out your shorts like this, take out your pins at the flap, and then open the zipper like this. Now go ahead and place where the stiffener is. Open up the half seam allowance that we have on it like this. Leave at least 1.5 inches out like this, and then place it on the waistline like this and pin it down. Do this all around. Pin it down. Open up the side seam while sewing and pin it down all the way around. Okay, now take it to the same machine and then stitch it down after you've pinned it all round. So that's the 1.5 allowance that we left on the waistband. So start sewing. Make sure that the belt hooks are flat downwards. If you come up, you're going to stitch through that, and that is going to be another headache. You just have to take out the seam and then stitch it again. So that's it. That's how you're going to attach the waistband. Just stitch all round while making sure that the belt hooks are being placed down. Okay, so that is it. After you stitch this down on the right side of the waistline like this, trim off the excess of the zipper, and then you are going to join the edges like so. So fold up your waistband again. fold it up at the very edge of your waistline like this. This is how we are going to join it. So fold it on the wrong side like this, and then we are going to close up the edge like this. Make sure that it matches that of your the excess flap. It matches that of your flap like this, and then stop at where the half-inch allowance is, where the folded half-inch allowance is like this. Stop here. Do same for the other side as well. Fold up your waistband, the excess, the one half allowance that we left like this, and make sure you close it up in line with that of the flap like this, and stop at where the half-inch folded seam allowance is. So this is how we are going to close it up. Take it to your sewing machine and then stitch it down and stop here. Okay, so I went ahead to trim off the excess of the waistband. Make sure you trim off the excess of the waistband and then turn it to the right side of the waistband with the help of a pen or a stick broom or what you have available, and then turn it to the right side of the waistband. So this is how it came out. So guys, you can go ahead and then just place it flat like this, or fold in your waistband just as I'm doing, and then you're going to take it to the same machine to stitch it all around. Like I say always, make sure that the belt hooks are placed downward. If it comes up, you may mistakenly stitch it together with the waistband. So fold in your waistband like this and then flat iron it to join it to that of your waist. Okay guys, so this is how it turned out after you stitch, after attaching the waistband to it. Now it's left with the belt hooks. Pull it up and then fold in 1/4 inch like this, and then you can take it to the sewing machine and run a stitch all around it, or better still, just fold it up and then double stitch the hooks up like this. So that is how it came out. This is how it came out. Thank you for watching up to this point. Now it's left with the down parts of the shirt, how we are going to fold in the down parts of the shirt. Remember when we were cutting, I told you the full length of this shirt is 19 inches. So I'm just going to remark it on the right side of it using a chalk so that I'll be able to erase it later. So that's 19 inches, that's the length. Mark on the both sides of your shirt. So that's the 2 inches allowance at the down parts that we are going to be using to fold in. Do the same for the other side, just as I said. So guys, please, if you haven't yet subscribed, click on the subscribe button, click on the like button. Let's get interactive in the comment section and then share this video to your friends and family or any service that you know. So this is it. I'm going to turn it over so that I can be able to show you how I'm going to fold in the down part of the shirt. So you can decide to fold in 1 inch and then again 1 inch again, or better still, you can just fold in 3/4 inch and then fold the rest in again to close down the down parts of the shirt. So that's what I'm doing. So place it like this. You can flat iron it first and then fold it in again, or fold the rest in again. Remember, we've marked where the 19 inches end. That's it, and then fold again like this. Okay, you're going to do the same for the other side of the shirt as well. So after folding, I went ahead to flat iron it before I take it to the same machine to stitch it round. Okay, now take it to the same machine and then stitch it round like this. Do same for the other side as well. Hey guys, if you've been able to watch up to this end, this is how our short came out. This is very simple. If you enjoyed watching this tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up. Let's get interactive in the comment section if you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Share this video to your friends and family and stay tuned for more videos. Keep being amazing wherever you are. Love you all. Bye.